And welcome to the Valley Tonight. My name is Jonathon Butz, and for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to try and entertain the 3 people watching this live. Let's get started. UW-Madison announced that we're considering offering international students a free college education. The proposal, which is aimed at first-generation transfer students, aims to promote diversity and inclusivity in the realm of education. Just one more reason why it sucks being a white man. On to the Grammys. 21 pilots accepted their Grammy in their underwear. This surprised many and made others laugh. To the people who were surprised, don't act like you were watching the Grammys while wearing pants. No one does that. The U.S. Department of Education tweeted a W.E.B. Du Bois quote misspelling his last name. Following the mishap, newly elected United States Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos tweeted, "Learning important. Kids need to know spelling." Donald Trump recently said that Mark Cuban is not smart enough to run for president. America responded saying, "Sounds familiar. A total joke. Sad. Typical. The Jigs Up fishing competition just had its 4th annual event this past weekend, or as any student and any sports club knows it as, what the hell are we selling these stupid raffle tickets for? I'm sure everyone there was asking themselves the same question we all ask ourselves in the winter. Who the hell thought that people should live here where the wind hurts even more than looking at my tuition bill? Terrible idea. Luckily, it looks like the weather's finally deciding to warm up a bit. This week, it'll only be 15 degrees colder than your average poor college student's thermostat. Hey, pro tip, if you sit on your hand for 15 minutes before turning up the thermostat, you won't feel the guilt when the utility bill comes. Many college students use the same technique on Valentine's Day to a similar effect. Luckily, for all you hand-sitters out there, the dorms offered candygrams, so now you can creep out that girl from the floor below you that said hi to you once without everyone on her floor seeing you trying to look through the peephole on her door. Jokes aside, Valentine's Day is a great time to share your love with everyone around you, or at least that's what I try with women at the bar before I go home and end up practicing turning up my thermostat. The new residence hall, Haymarket Landing, hosted a Palentine's Day event on Valentine's Day, reminding all single people that it's okay to not be in a relationship while simultaneously reminding them how lonely they actually are. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers recently uncovered nearly 2 tons of marijuana disguised as limes. That seems like an odd way to hide your marijuana. I usually store mine in my lungs. Nick Cannon recently announced that he's leaving America's Got Talent, citing a beef he had with bosses at the hit show. When asking about his future plans, he replied he was probably going to continue being irrelevant. Who is Nick Cannon? I don't even know. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers disguised as limes recently uncovered nearly 2 tons of marijuana. That seems like an odd way to hide your Border Patrol officers. President Trump met with the Prime Minister of Canada on Monday. The press secretary has to confront a lot of fake news lately. This news is Trudeau. At their meeting, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau denied giving President Trump a high five after comments he made in support of the refugee travel ban. The president was later seen crying and blowing his nose into the Constitution. In Eau Claire, an auto dealer has given a military veteran a car at a reduced price in exchange for his service to the country. The man, a soldier who fought in the Gulf War, gratefully accepted the deal, releasing this heartwarming statement. "Nothing on God's green earth can erase the tragedy of war, of the memory of seeing my closest friends being blown apart by landmines, of villages and towns being burnt to the ground and families left without homes knowing I was complicit. But I appreciate the car." And marijuana disguised as a U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers recently uncovered nearly 2 tons of limes. That seems like an odd marijuana to Border Patrol officer your limes. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the show so far. Stay tuned for a fun segment after a short commercial break.